Thank all of you for being here. I am Chief Probation Officer KIRK Haynes, and I am so happy to be here today to be able to welcome all of you here for our employee recognition ceremony today. We'll do this motivated by the belief that anyone, despite their barriers, can be successful in life. And so my entire career is built around that, and the careers of those that are being recognized here today also have that belief and have that passion for what we do. Those that are being recognized today epitomize exactly that belief. There are some people that I want to recognize right now. They're not on the program to be recognized today, but they have been recognized in 2019 by either the community or even by the state of California. Some of the things that have been, folks that have been recognized in our department. On April 30th of last year, Probation Officer Denisha Jennings, is Denisha here today? Denisha Jennings was recognized by CASA. The Court-Appointed Special Advocates Partnership Award was awarded to Denisha for her work supporting youth under her supervision in the Juvenile Placement Unit. In partnership with the CASA advocate, she was recognized for her exceptional work being there. So even though she's not here, let's give Denisha a hand. On May 9th of last year, Probation Officer Guillermo or Bill Halomo was recognized by the Fireball Los Deltas Unified School District for his hard work and dedication to the district's truancy reduction program. The district was recognized as having one of the lowest absentee rates in the Central California region. And Bill's work with the TIP, which is our truancy intervention program, is critically important as we partner with students, families, and schools to reduce absenteeism and to increase student access. And so we want to say thank you to Bill. Did Bill make it out today? He's probably out there doing some work out there today. So we just want to say thank you for being here. In September of last year, and I know he doesn't like the recognition, but Probation Services Manager Craig Downing was nominated by our department to the Chief Probation Officers of California as our Central Region Employee of the Year. This nomination was based on his outstanding performance as a Fresno County Probation Department Manager and his contributions to the field of probation due to his expertise related to pretrial services. And he'll receive a certificate for that nomination today from CPOC along with his longevity reward. And also I want to say thank you to Craig. He's going to be moving on to the Superior Court to do some work there where we'll continue our great partnership with the court under Craig's leadership. All right. I am honored to be able to recognize the Employees of the Month for 2019. So let's just say all right, first for Employee of the Month for February of 2019, Russell Person. Russell is a business systems analyst in our automation services unit. He's got 15 years with the probation department. We'll get you this. 15 years with the probation department. He's played a major role in developing our information technology that's used by the probation department. Some of his accomplishments include rolling out our victim services data system, which had been, it had been decades in the making, right? So we thank Russell for that work. He was the project lead in getting the Juvenile Justice Campus Safety Check system up and running, converting our department to a new laser vision scanning system. Of course, taking care of all of the calls and all of the emails that come from staff regarding my computer's not working or the network's down, or my phone's not working, what can I do? Russell is the one who we call. He's been married for 20 years, has 2 children, and Russell says probation is a great place to work. He knows the work of probation is important in keeping our community safe and is glad that he plays a role in the success of the department and meeting its mission. Thank you, Russell. For March 2019 Employee of the Month is Erica Contreras. Erica is a Deputy Probation Officer in our Adult Realignment Division. She began with the department in June of 2011 as a Juvenile Correctional Officer at the JJC. She became a Deputy Probation Officer in 2015 and was initially assigned to the Adult Division 81-109 unit where she is now. She handles general supervision caseload with a gang emphasis. She She's a well-rounded officer who continues to adapt and excel in all areas of her assignment. Erica has taken on a true leadership role for the unit and in the community. She's a team player who demonstrates professionalism and recognizes the need of the unit in assisting new officers in training. She's our realignment, the division safety officer, and the car czar. She's in charge of making sure that all the cars get back where they need to be, and so that's a big job. She maintains a unit vehicle. She's married, has 2 children, which is great. Her favorite day of the month is Me Day, where she focuses on pampering and rejuvenating herself. That's all right. We all need to do more Me Days, probably, huh? Those in her unit stated that Erica consistently goes above and beyond her job. They are truly grateful to work with her. Thank you. Mark is our maintenance janitor at the Juvenile Justice Campus Commitment Facility. He began with the department in 2017 at the Juvenile Justice Campus. He was assigned to the Alice Worsley School commitment area. He is respected by his JJC team with his commitment and professionalism for getting the job done. The staff at the Worsley School echoes this sentiment of him being a very valued team member. And that's important because actually he's an employee of our, or was an employee of our department. They recently moved over to a different department, but it's so important for those kind of relationships to be cultivated in that school area. He goes above and beyond every day to make sure that the school and the commitment library is safe, clean, and healthy for all. His attention to detail and strong work ethic and positive outlook is appreciated. Thank you so much, Bart. All right, our May 2019 Employee of the Month, Jennifer Wallace. Jennifer is the Deputy Probation Officer in our Adult Superior Court Investigations Unit. She was at the time, she began with the department in 2008 as a probation technician. In my unit, she started back in that day. She was promoted to Deputy Probation Officer in 2012. Her manager expressed that Jennifer is the most experienced DPO3 in the unit, and she is the designated unit who does cross-training when she was in that unit. Jennifer served each of the felony 6 and domestic violence courtrooms as a backup court officer, and then she filled in on emergency whenever there was a time for her to do that. Very flexible. She's authored over 2,000 felony sentencing reports during her assignment. That's incredible. That kind of talks about the workload. I know Salazar's back there saying, yeah. During her higher number of caseloads, she is the first officer to offer her assistance to take on additional cases over the expected regular case assignments. She is the first to volunteer for her assistance to her peers when they need it. Jennifer is a mother of 2 children. She coaches softball and enjoys the sport because it builds confidence through the hard work and dedication. This is a quote from Jennifer. I've enjoyed working for the probation department. It's like having a second family. Being in the Superior Court unit has allowed me to help provide protection for the community by keeping some of the worst offenders off the street and helping others receive rehabilitative services at the local level to become productive members of society. It has been an honor to represent the department by making reports and recommendations for the court, and to get to work with such a great group of people every day. Thank you. June 2019 Employee of the Month, Paul Napolitano. Paul is a Deputy Probation Officer in our Juvenile Supervision Unit. He began with the department as a probation technician in the Adult Division's Drug Suppression Unit in April of 2017 and was promoted to Probation Officer to the Juvenile Division in November of 2017. So very quickly he moved from tech to PO. He's volunteered to participate in the Incentives Committee and has been consistent with his attendance. And if you want to know about it, we have work that we do to try to build matrices for sanctions and also for incentives, and so Paul has been really instrumental in the great work that's been done on the juvenile side of the house in order to get that done. He's been instrumental in bringing creative ideas, innovative ideas, and knowledge into the Graphic Incentives Committee. With limited experience, he values the interaction with management, the directors, and the chief so he can gain knowledge while he's on the committee. So he's soaking it in, right, Paul? There you go. Paul was pleasantly surprised to be nominated as Employee of the Month. He said it is because of the people around him. It is those whom I work with that makes coming to work enjoyable and I'm here because of everyone around me. Paul is a native of Fresno. He attended Clovis East High School and obtained his bachelor's degree at Fresno State. He completed his internship at the AB 109 unit with assistance from Charlie Schuler, who was a veteran probation officer with our department for many years. Paul and his brother are the first in their family to obtain their college degree, so that is wonderful that we can be a part of Paul's history. He enjoys spending time with his family, and he knows each day is not promised, and he values his relationships with others. Thanks a lot, Paul. On July 2019, Employee of the Month, Victoria Gregorian. Victoria is our senior victim witness advocate at the James Rowland Crime Victims Assistance Center. She began with the department as a victim witness advocate in November 2013. She promoted to senior victim witness advocate in July of 16 due to her demonstrated skill set. She has extensive experience as an advocate from working at the Marjorie Mason Center. She brought a great experience with her. She oversees a pyramid of 7 victim advocates specializing in domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking victimization. Victoria also assists with the grant oversight as well as trains, mentors, and guides new advocates who are assigned to the unit while managing her own domestic violence caseload. She's been instrumental in developing and implementing our multifaceted XC grant, which is a monster, but she's got her hands well on that. Victoria thinks globally, and rather than just thinking about her own daily operations of the unit. She has broad-reaching community contacts, and she's enhanced our services to victims to create new partnerships. Her ability to create and foster a team atmosphere within her pyramid as well as the whole unit has enabled the unit to be successful at providing high service levels to victims as well as accomplishing great grant objectives. She instills in the staff and will always remember the important role that victim advocacy plays within our department, of course in our justice partners. When told of this recognition, she was humbled by the recognition with a smile and a thank you. So I'll say thank you to you, Victoria. Hector is our senior juvenile correctional officer at the JJC. He works on the detention facility. Hector has been with the department since 2012. He started as a JCO here at the JC where he has worked in several different assignments, including the pre-ad unit, medium and high security units, and in the female population. He was promoted on October 8th of 18 to senior juvenile correctional officer while working in Bacon unit. He is well respected by his peers and has a positive attitude with a strong work ethic in reporting to duty. He's married and has 1 child. Hector's been on the Fresno County Probation softball team, Fresno Shields, and the 3-on-3 law enforcement basketball team since 2013. I need to come and play. What do you guys think? He enjoys going to the gym with his brother, cousin, and friends, and from when he's not at work. And so we wanted to say thank you to Hector. Good job. October 2019 Employee of the Month, Mark Cutshaw. Mark's the Deputy Probation Officer 4 in our Domestic Violence, Sex Offender, and Child Abuse Unit in the Adult Division. Mark began his career with the Fresno County Probation Department in December of 1997 as a senior group counselor at the former juvenile hall on 10th Street. He worked various assignments while he was there. In May of 2006, he was promoted to probation officer at the JJC campus unit where he was assigned to Central High School where he worked for 5 years. In 2012, he became a firearms instructor. In 2013, he became a munitions instructor for the department. In 2014, a baton instructor. He was promoted to probation officer 4 when he was transferred to AB 190 where he became the lead officer. In August 2016, he was reassigned to the adult compliance team where he refers to as one of his favorite assignments. In October of 2017, Mark received a letter of commendation from the Fresno Police Department, Jerry Dyer, for witnessing a crime in progress while conducting a surveillance on 2 subjects who are on post-release community supervision for firearms-related charges. In 2018, Mark was assigned to the domestic violence unit where he supervises a special caseload of defendants. He has a wealth of knowledge, he's a problem solver, he's a team player, He's a great report writer and has a passion for coaching and mentoring new staff. He's a professional, he has leadership, and he is the epitome of expertise in the field operation, and it is truly appreciated. Mark is married and has a daughter and a son, and I just want to say it's not here, but Mark is one of our top-notch trainers in the department, well-rounded officer, understands it, gets it, and so he's really appreciated. Thanks a lot, Mark. In November 2019, Marty Cruz Maldonado. Marty Cruz is a deputy probation officer in our juvenile court services intake unit. Marty Cruz was originally employed by the department as an extra help JCO from January 2009 to May of 2013. She worked as a full-time manager at a medical office during much of her time during her extra help assignment at the JJC. In 2016, she accepted a promotion with the county as a child support officer for child support services. And in 2018, she returned to the department as a deputy probation officer for juvenile court services unit. She's enjoyed working in the intake unit because it's helped her understand how the process works from the time of arrest forward. With her interactions as a JCO, she had some primary information after youth were already in the system that has helped her to do that job. She really appreciates the full scope of how the legal system works. Marty Cruz is often depended on to interpret laws pertaining to the filing timelines, release and detention recommendations. Marty Cruz takes her job seriously and is very dedicated. She volunteered to pilot the Primus conversion, which is our case management system. She's one of our most noted people who understands the system, so her input to get that program in the juvenile system was valuable. She's participated in several community engagement events and job fairs for the juvenile and adult divisions. Marty Cruz successfully worked on the Huron backpack drive for the elementary school youth in the rural town of Huron. She is viewed by her peers as extremely reliable, smart, and full of character. She's very calm under pressure and is not afraid of new challenges. She's probably calm right now. Her fellow intake officers articulated they wanted her to be recognized for her Employee of the Month if it was offered. She enjoyed spending time with her boyfriend, their 2 boxers, and at the time of her selection, she was awaiting their arrival of her first child. Good job. There you go. Those officers who are, less than 5 years on the job, they are seeing and ushering this department into a new era, and they're going to be the future leaders of what this department is going to look like in the future.
of this year's awards have been exemplary by using affirming, strength-based approaches to not only hold youth accountable, but to encourage their rehabilitation and give them hope for a brighter future. I am a former minor in the substance abuse unit in 2008, so I can attest deeply and personally to the work that the staff in the Juvenile Justice Campus provides. When we come in as juveniles, we often come in broken and at rock bottom, and the staff in the Juvenile Justice Campus is given a really unique and beautiful opportunity to meet minors at their lowest and really break down their walls. We come in filled with shame and fear and guilt. Our pasts define us, redefine us in our communities, and the Juvenile Justice Campus is one place that when we come in, none of that defines us. You really dig into who we are. You may not see the fruits of your labor in the walls. I'm 12 years out, and in that 12 years, I faced a lot of adversity, and everything the staff taught me is fundamentally who I am today and carried through in all of those dark moments. So our honorees today really embody all of this and understand it and take the time and the opportunity given to change lives. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank all of the staff in the Juvenile Justice Campus for all of the love and hope that they provide me that allowed me to focus forward.
Our first recipient of the 2024 Forward Thinking Award goes to Juvenile Correctional Officer Ashley Larkin. Officer Larkin is widely respected by staff and youth alike for her calm and firm demeanor. She has a unique aptitude for commanding discipline from youth and balancing that with a nurturing undertone. She always maintains a welcoming smile and positive outlook to the many challenges youth can present. Congratulations, Ashley. The second recipient of the 2024 Forward Thinking Award goes to Deputy Probation Officer Tiffany Stokes. Whether they're in placement in the prep leadership pod or a youth who's been a victim of commercial sexual exploitation, her supportive attitude never falters and her impact has no limits. Congratulations to you.
I get nervous in front of people, so I asked my supervisor, Dave, what I should do, and he said, well, tell a joke. And I'm all, I only know one joke. It's a little inappropriate, though. So he told me one, and I went, oh, that may work. And they told, you know, you can ask the chief. And so I asked the chief for a joke, and he told me one, and well, now I know 3 inappropriate jokes. So now that I've fairly maligned my boss and our chief. I want to thank them and the board of supervisors and the probation council. It's nice to be recognized. And generally, I have good days. It's quite easy to work in the technology field and working for probation. I'm just honored that I am able to work with everyone in probation. I do think it's the toughest job in law enforcement to get someone to change their lives when they don't want to. You have to first motivate them, you know, to want to change and believe that they can, and pick them up when they do. And to sit there with victim services, to victims of crimes, I couldn't imagine. It's a tough job, and you guys do it every day. So, thank you, and have a good day.
So much, everybody. Russell is a rock star in our department, as you know. And so that's just one small token of how we feel, Russell. And if we could do more, we would. I could give you some money, I'd do that too. But we are so thankful for you. We're thankful for all of you, all of the recognition, all of those today who were recognized. I think, you know, all of the board. This is awesome that all of you guys have come today. I mean, this means a lot to our department to understand and to see the support that we have from the board members and from the CAO's office and from everybody. And so I thank you. I want to say thank you to the folks in the back, those managers back there who are working hard every single day. They're out there with the boots on the ground, out there making sure that the mission's getting done. So I just want to say thank you to all those managers back there, guarding those cookies, guarding that food out there, doing a wonderful, wonderful job. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here today, and please be careful going home. Thanks. Have a good night.